Jai Hind to all. So today we all are going to discuss about a very innovative and very useful test website named as Testportal.net. So as you all can see on the screen that I have already opened the web page named as www.testportal.net. Once you open in your browser, this welcome screen will appear. Now to start with, since we are new to it, we will start with the signing up to the website. So we'll click on the sign up. Once we click on it, it will start asking these two options, that for what purpose we are going to use this test portal. So as an educationist, we are going to use it for the purpose of education. So we start with the educational part. So we click on education. Once you start, it will ask for certain details. The first one is your email ID. So you need to write down your email ID. You can write any of the email ID whichever you wish to. After that, it asks for the password. So you can write any password of your choice. This depends wholly upon you. You need not to put your original password which was given to the Gmail or the other email ID. So you can create your new password over here. So if I'll write any of the password over here, once I'll write the password, it will ask for your first name and the last name. So you can type over here, then your school name. So our school name is Sunbeam School Bhagwanpur, so I'll writing it over here. After that, the country, so it is by default United States, so we'll change it to India. And then time zone, so time zone will be GMT plus 5:30. So it will show Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai, New Delhi. After that, it will ask for your phone number. It's optional, you may give or you may omit this phone number over here. So after that, we click on I agree with the terms and condition, and hence you will sign up. Once you sign up, this screen will appear over here. And also it says welcome to the test portal. In order to complete the sign up, please activate your account via a link sent to your email address. So before starting with the next proceeding, what you all have to do, go to your email, whatever email you have given, whether it is Yahoo or Gmail or whatever. If it is Gmail, you will go for Gmail. I have given Rediff mail ID, so I'll go to Rediff mail. Once you open the email, you will see there will be a message or there will be a mail from the test portal. So you will click on it. Once you click, there will be a link showing, and it is written your account has been created. To complete the registration, please activate your account. To do so, click on the link below and paste it in the browser. So if you just click on it, it will open a new tab, and this is what it shows: your account has been activated. This is how it shows. So after this, what you need to do, you can just go to your account once again. You can log in from there once again. Now I will sign it from here. Once I'll sign it, it will show the screen which I was using. So I will write my email ID for which I have registered just now. So it was this @of rediffmail.com, and then the password which you have created just now. So once you open it, now it disappeared from here that your account is now activated. So once you open it, you will see that by default there are 3 tests which are already created. So if you wish to continue with that, you can continue. Otherwise, you can just delete this. So once you delete, that test will disappear from here. You can see. Same way, you can delete this also. You can delete this also. After that, to create your test, you will click on the new test. Once you will click on the new test, this dialogues will be appear. You will write your new test. Suppose if you want to create a test for say geography, so you will write, or for a GK, so I'll write GK test. You can write whatever you wish to write. Other than that, rest all will remain same. You will click on create. After clicking on create button, this will show that we have created it, but there are no questions. So we will add questions to the test. Either you can click over here for adding the question, or you can see over here in the left side, question manager is there. So either by clicking on this add questions to the test, or by clicking on question manager, you can start adding the questions to it. So if I'll click on it, it will show this add question. Click on add questions. Then by default it says this is question number 1, and here is the box in which you will write down the question. Now here you can write down the question based upon your choice. It can be a multiple choice question, it can be short answer question, it can be a long answer type question also. So suppose if I have to go for an MCQ test, so I'll write first one, what is the capital of India? So this is what the question is. Now for science teachers and for mathematics teachers, if they wish to use certain symbols which is generally not present in the keyboards, so here is the button from where you can insert equation. So this is x by y, x to the power y, root x, plus minus and all. You can have numbers over here, infinity symbol, e, pi, everything is over here. These are the arithmetic operations, like if you want to put bar above something. For exponents, logs and roots, it is over here. For relation and function, the symbols are over here. Equivalence, relations and all that is over here. Geometry, if we want to add something from the geometry, for angle, symbol, perpendicular, parallel, arc, line, ray, line segment. For group theory, if we want to write it in this way, this is also can be used. Trigonometry is also over here. Statistics is here, where you can use these symbols. Then Greek alphabets are also here, and then the calculus, the integration and differentiation symbols, all are present over here. So if you want to write anything, suppose if I have to write uh, integration of sine x dx, then after writing it over here, you don't have to copy from here, you just have to click save. The moment you will click save, that equation will appear over here. So this is how you can add symbols and everything. Subscript for the chemistry can be used from here for writing CO2. For example, if I have to write CO and then 2, so I'll click on this subscript option and then click on 2, it is CO2 done. For superscript and the parts, for symbols, for emojis, all the things are present over here. Even if you want to insert any image, you can click over here, browse for an image which is there in your laptop or desktop, and then you can just click on, like suppose if I have to add something, so I'll just browse it. If I have to add any picture, I'll just click on open, and then it will be added over here. You just have to click save, and you can see the images over here. If you wish, you can drag to make it small or big of your choice. This is how it is. If you want, you can make it much smaller. That's all depends upon you. So this is how you can add image. You can insert videos also. Again, you need to write down. If you want to add directly from YouTube or from other internet sources, you just have to copy the URL and paste it over here. Or if you wish to upload it from your laptop or desktop, you have to click over here. So this is how you can add images. You can insert a link over here from this, and then the other symbols are there. You can write them in bullets also, and other symbols are over here. You can check the alignments. So this is how you can add the questions. After that, you need to select what type of question you have given. If it is an MCQ where only one answer is correct, then it is a single choice question. You can give multiple choice question also, in which more than one answers are correct. You can give them descriptive answers. You can give them true false. You can give them short answer. You can have the survey question also. For single choice question and for the multiple choice question, you can automate it so that just after the completion of the test, the students will come to know their result. But for descriptive questions, students will get space to write down their answers. Later on, we can download their answer sheets and check it manually and then give them marks. This is what it can be done. Since I have written single choice, they are showing 3 default options. If you want to give more than 3 options, you can add an answer by clicking on this. So now see, it shows 4 options. Now if I'll make it for single choice, so like if I write Patna, Gujarat, New Delhi, and the fourth one if I'll write Varanasi. So these are the 4 options to the question, which was this: what is the capital of India? Now the correct option is New Delhi. So once you have put all the options, just click on the correct option. Automatically it will check for the single choice answer. So this is how you can provide marks for the each question. Like you can change the weightage of the questions depend upon the type of question. It is an MCQ. I have kept it for 1 mark only. In fact, there can be a possibility of negative marking also. So here you can put -1, -2 and all anything. Rest all you can explore. If I have to write more questions, I'll click on save and add next. Once I click on this, the next question number 2 has to be written over here. So if I write national bird of India, I'll add 4 answers to it. Peacock, hen, and if I write say duck and swan. So the correct option is peacock. I'll click on peacock, and then if I have to give 1 mark only, I'll put 1 mark. And then if I don't want to add more question, you can just click on save. Once you click on save, it will show all the questions over here. Once we are completed with the questions, you can see there is third option, test set. In the test set, you can fix the order of the question for each respondent, like all of them will get the questions in the same order, or you can randomize their order also. If you want to keep fixed, you just have to click on this. If you want to randomize, you can randomize this also, and then you need to click on save. After this, you have to click on the access to the test. The access to the test will be shown this. Initially, we will start with the public link, and this is the link which has to be sent to the student. The students will just click on this and the test will start for them. Then number of times one respondent can complete the test. With the same name and ID, one student can complete the test for how many times? Restricted it to the one, you can make change it to from 1 to 10 anything. Then this is honest respondent technology. You can just read it and you will come to know what is it. Save it and move to the next part. Now we will go to the start page. This is how the first page will appear. So if you want to give certain instructions for the test, like all questions are compulsory, then if you want to write the marks for each of the question, so each question carry 1 mark. And if you want to write any other thing, you can write it over here, whatever the instructions you have to give. And the next thing, what you want from the students. So these are the fields. When you click on this arrow, there are so many fields appear: first name, last name, email ID, address, ID number, everything will occur over here. If you want to add any one of from this, you are allowed to use. Or if you want, or if you wish that no, I want something else from the student, so we need to click on add new custom field. Once we click, it will ask for the label, that means what will be the heading. So suppose if I want to ask for the name of the students, I'll write name of the student. And then since it's a text field, so by default it is text, you can add field to it. So once you complete it, you can see that this is appearing over here. Now suppose if I want to ask their class or section, so we can again click on this. If I want to ask their section, so I'll write section. Again they will write in text form, so again I'll add field to it, so it is section. Now suppose if I want few more options, so you will click on add field. Suppose if I want to ask their registration number to avoid any conflict, like if two students have the same name, so I'll write a registration number. This is all up to your choice, whatever you can do. Now the registration number will be in the number form, so I'll change it to number and then add field. So this is how it is. You can preview your start page, that how does it looks like. So if you click on it, it will show how does it looks like. So this is how the test will look like when it starts. This is the first page which the students will see when they click on the link which you will send to them. Once they will fill up all these details, then only they can start the test. Then you will save it. Once you save, then move on to the next part, that is grading and summary. Now in grading and summary, these are the few things which you all can write. This is what when they start with the test, this is how it will appear. Pass marks, it is in percentage, you can change it to number also. So I'll just remain it for leave it for percentage, and 40% if I'll put the passing marks. You can change it from 0 to 100, whatever. So this is how, this is what the students can see. They will see the score in the percentage, they see the score in points, and they will see the pass or fail message. Once they complete the test, everyone will see this. If they have passed, it will show you have passed your test, congratulations on completing the test. If they have not been able to test, then they will show this. Unfortunately, your score were too low to pass the test. You have not passed the test. And this is how I can show. This is for the students who will clear the test will show, and for the students who will not be able to, this is at the end it will appear. So they will show the marks in percentage, they will show the marks in points also, and this is how it appears. And then you can just save it. And then the last part is timer setting. So once the test questions and everything is set, you can put the test duration. So there are two options for it. One, the time to complete the whole test, and the second one, the time limit for each question. So here you have two options. You can give the time limit for each question, that after that time that question will disappear and the next question will come. Otherwise, the another option is, if you click on this time to complete the whole test, you can write it over here. So you can change it. Suppose if you have to take the test of say 30 minutes, so 00 and 30. When you confirm, 30 minutes is the whole duration for the test. After 30 minutes, the test will automatically stop. This will start once they will click on start the test. So this is a very good option over here. Then the test activation. Suppose you have created the test on Wednesday and you have to take test on Sunday. So there are two options. You can manually activate the test on Sunday and write for how many month, days, hours and second the test will be active for the respondent, or you can give the activation time period. So if I click on this, it will show two options: test activation date and test end date. So if you click on this calendar option, suppose if I have to open it for say August 5th August, and it has to start from say 10 a.m. You can change 10:30. If I have to go for 10:15, you just have to drag it 10:15, confirm. So it will show that on 5/8/2020 the test will start at 10:15. Now suppose if you want to close it on the same day and it started at 10, suppose if you want to close it for at 12:15, confirm. So it is this. Now this is what, this is the time slot for which the test will remain open. In this time slot, the student can appear anytime. But once they start the test, they will get only 30 minutes. The timer will keep on running. Then there is one more option over here, additional option. You can skip this, you can allow this, allow answering question in any order and jumping back. Usually we make it on so that if the student is not able to solve the first question, he or she can go for the second and third question and later on come back to the first question. So when you on, it will allow the student to jump to the next question. Save it. Once you save, you will see that here the activate test option is now changed to schedule test. So now what you need to do, you just need to click on schedule test and it will ask, make sure that all the details are correct. Once you do, click on yes, it will show all the details over here. Public link is the access to the test. This is the link which you need to send to the student. You just click on this, it will automatically that gets copy and you just have to paste in their respective class groups. And it also shows all the details. It will start activate on 10:15 IST at 5 August and it will end on the same day at 12:15, and the number of questions over here. This is all about the configuration of the test before the test commences. And if you want to see the question, how does it appears to the student, this is how it appears to the student. Timer will keep on showing. They can go to the next question, they can come back to the previous question, they will click on the correct option and then we'll move on to the next question. And once they will complete with all, it will show the submit button over here. So this is how the test will look like to the student. The second thing, suppose if I have created a test and I want the hard copy of the questions as well as the answers. So I'll go to the print version. It will ask what you want to print. So if you want only the question paper, you just keep the test sheet and download it, and it will download it in the previous PDF form. Here you can see test questions are generated and it is over here. I'll show you. And if you want to download the answers, so this is answer key. You can download the answer key also. So this will help you in the future form also. So this is what when the test is scheduled. Now what when the test is completed. So here you can see this test result. Already there are few students who have given this test. So results will be shown over here. So you just click on the result. The students results will appear over here. The red shows that the students were unable to clear the test. Green, they are pass. So all the results will be available over here, and if there are more than 20, 1 2 3 options will over here, you can just go to it. Now what can be done from here, you can download the result in the PDF form. This is the consolidated result for all the students. I'll show this to you. What are the information you want to be printed, whether they are passed or not, date, everything I have taken. So I'll download it. Once I'll download, you can see I'll just click on it. It will show that how it looks like. This is how it is. Students first name, last name, score, whatever you have taken in the first page will appear over here. When they have started the test, when they have end the test, the total time they took to complete the test, whether they have passed or not, and on which date they have done. That is date 1 is this, that from the very first day, whether they have done it or not. So you can save this result to yourself. Apart from that, if you want any particular student's answer sheet, if you want all, you just click on this, all will be selected. But if you want any particular student's answer sheet, like if I want this, I'll click on this and then I will click on download answer for the selected. Once I click on it, download, it will show me the answer sheet. I'll just show it to you also. This is the answer sheet of the student. Miller Oscar was the name of the student. How much does he scored? The first question was this, answer was this. Second question was true and false, so he opted for true and it is correct. This checkbox says that whether this question, what is the correct option, and the underline is the option which is opted by the student. Next one is the student opted x equals to 2, that is C option, but the correct option was A. So he scored 0 out of it. Same way the other questions are here. So this is how you can download their individual answer sheets. For a descriptive question where we cannot put the marking over there because we need to check it manually how the students have written, in that case we need to download it. So you can click over here, so all will be selected and then download answers for selected. In this way you can download all the results at once and you can manually check it and provide the marks to them. This is how you can download their results. Once the results are downloaded, you can delete them. It is written, once you select, it will say delete selected. So once you click, it will ask whether you want to do it or not. If I'll do, the results are deleted from the list. And this is also an important thing, because in one go a maximum of 100 student can give your one test. One test can be given by 100 students in one go. For more than 100 we need to take the premium account, but I don't think that more than 100 students are there in any teacher's particular class. So you can adjust your test schedule, like one day you took it for 11th, one day you took for 7th, and so on. You can change it so that you keep on downloading the result and then delete it from the portal. Once you delete, again 100 students can part. So this is how it works, and for the other queries you can contact me with this. This is how it works. Jai Hind everyone.